Actually, what we normally do in government is the opposite. What we do is we do what we call pilots, right? So you'll do something that goes away very quickly, right? In other words, you implement a piece of legislation and say, oh, we're going to do it for a year. Let's test it out, right? And it's a pilot. And then it goes away. I like what you're saying in terms of, a big part of regulatory culture can probably be phased out over a 15, 20-year period as being anachronistic, right? It just doesn't work
5% a year get reviewed, and the government's responsible for reviewing 5% a year for 20 years, and they recertify it or 100%. Let it go.
Right, and then you have the ability to re-implement it if you think it makes sense. But I think what happens is you go back down to zero. You were asking Antonio, and I was listening to the conversation, because we did it, like I said, we had to cut our budget by 20% in 1 year. And part of the problem is budgeting is like layering, right? It all layers on top of each other. Same as regulation, it layers on top of each other. So if you were to be able to strip it down in a mechanical way, right, in an instantaneous way, as opposed to having to fight the structures. In our case, we were very lucky.